So for our right height measurement example, we're actually going to be looking at the difference between the left and right front and left and right rear ride heights to see the variance in the right height measurements. And the reason is because we want to see a variation of less than a quarter inch. More than a quarter inch means that we probably have a suspension problem on our hands. And so what we want to do is just verify by measurement that we're just seeing less than that amount of variation. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to split this into two problems. We've got our front, left and right, and we've got our rear, left and right. So carrying that on down. Now remember, anytime that we are looking at variation, we're looking at difference. And anytime that we're looking at difference, we're going to be setting it up with a subtraction problem. So for this one, we're going to be subtracting our left from our right to see if it's going to be greater or less than a quarter inch. So to do this, let's go ahead and just plug in our left value, 31 5/8 inch. Now for these types of problems, you're just going to want to put your greater number here at the front, whether it's the left or the right. And we're going to subtract 31 3/8 inch. And when I do that, the 31s are going to cancel each other out. So boom, boom. And we really just have 5/8 minus 3/8 of an inch. And that's going to leave us with 2/8 of an inch. But we're not quite done yet because 2/8 of an inch can be simplified. So we're going to divide a 2 out from both sides. And we're going to end up with an answer of 1/4 of an inch. So it looks like we're right at the edge of acceptable for the variation that we want to see. So maybe we want to check the suspension and seeing, that quarter inch of variation. Maybe it's just in the line where you feel like it's doing fine for right now. So that would be something that would be up to you as the professional to decide. So over here on the rear, we are going to be using our rear measurements that we have from our last problem. So looking over here, see, this is a little bit of a different problem. We're going to have an extra step. Rather than just doing the subtraction like we did on the front side, we're going to actually have to perform a conversion because we've got 1/16 of an inch and then 1/8 of an inch. So first, let's go ahead and we're going to want to convert 5/8 to terms of 1/16 so they're in the same term, because it doesn't look like we can simplify 5/16 at all. So what we'll do is we want to get 8 to 16. So to get 8 to 16, we're going to multiply by 2. And if we multiply our denominator by 2, we got to do the same thing to our numerator. So we can make this a form of the number 1. And we can make sure that we're keeping the values the same. So 5/8 is going to equal 5 times 2. It's going to be 10. 8 times 2 is going to be 16. So now we know that 5/8 is going to be 10/16. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can put our numbers down. So remember, we want to lead with our larger number. So even though the right is our second value, let's go ahead and put the 10/16 first. So we say 33 10/16 of an inch minus 33 5/16 of an inch. And when we do that, we end up just saying 33 minus 33, boom, they cancel each other out. And then we've got 10/16 minus 5/16. So we end up with 10 minus 5, that's 5. And then the 16ths stay the same because it is an addition or subtraction problem. So there we go. Similar processes, just remember that we need to convert our units to be in the same denominator if they start out with different denominators. So extra step there.